Let's see multiplication of fraction. We have done addition of fraction, subtraction of fraction. Next is multiplication of fraction. Multiplication of fraction is very easy. Let's see how. Suppose this is the question. What you need to do is, now you can see there is a fraction and a whole number. So in the fraction, you have a numerator and a denominator. So in multiplication, you have to just multiply the whole number with the numerator and the denominator remains the same. So your answer will be 1 into 5 is 5, 5 by 3. This is as simple, children. So I'll show you one more sum. Let's take 2 by 7 into 3. Again, the denominator remains the same. You have to multiply the numerator and the whole number. So 2 3s are 6, 6 by 7. So this is the multiplication of fraction. There are many variants in multiplication of fraction. Let's see. Suppose I'll ask you 2 by 4 into 20 kilogram. Right? Now in this case, what you are going to do? If you see 2 into 20. 2 into 20 is how much? 40. 40 upon 4. Now if you see in this sum, I cannot divide 5 by 3. I cannot divide 6 by 7. But can I divide 40 by 4? Yes, they both go in the same table. So I get 10. So your answer is 10 kg. There's one more trick I'll tell you. You can just cross multiply. 4 1s are 4. 4 5s are 20. So what is left? 2 and 5. So 2 5s are 10. So your answer is 10 kg. So this is how you do such kind of sums. Okay, so let's see few more examples of multiplication. So if you see here 4 by 5 into 10 by 13. Now children, in this type of multiplication you need to cross out the common numbers or common multiples in which both the numbers are there. Suppose and there's a rule, okay, you can only cross multiply up and down like this or cross. You cannot cross multiply like this. So you can do like this way or in the opposite way. So if you see 5 and 10, they go in the same table. So I'm going to cross them. 5 1s are, 5 2s are. Now is there any other possibility for me to cross? No. Right? If you see here 4 and 2 is there, but I cannot cross because they are in the same line. So I can't do it. You can only do up and down or opposite direction. So that's it. So 4 2s are 8. 1 into 13 is 13. So that's it. Coming on to this. Let's do this. If you see 15 by 49 multiplied by 14 by 45. Now I need to see anything is common in them or not. Now 49 and 14. 49 and 14 they go, both of them they go in 7's table, right? So 7 7s are 49, 7 2s are. So can I cut them further? 7 and 2? No, right? Now let me see with this number 15 and 45. So yes, they both go in the same table, that is in 15's table. 15 1s are, 15 3s are. Now I don't have anything left. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply. 1 into 2 is 2. 7 into 3 is 21. So your answer is 2 upon 21. Let's see another example of multiplication. 3 1 by 3 by 1 by 5. So as you can see, this is in mixed form. So I'm going to convert it into improper fraction. 3 3s are 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 by 3. So as it is multiplication, I'm going to put multiplication sign 1 by 5. Now as I told you, you need to try to cross out the numbers. So I can cross out like this, opposite or up and down. I cannot cross like this. So I can cross these two numbers as they both have something common in them, right? They both go in the same table. So 5 1s are, 5 2s are. So 2 and 1, 3 and 1. Anything else can I cross out? No, right? So the answer is 2 upon 3. So let's see another example of multiplication. Now here if you see both the numbers or both the fractions are in mixed form. So I'm going to convert them into improper form. So 7 3s are 21. 21 plus 3 is 24. So 24 by 7 multiplication sign. As it is multiplication, we are doing multiplication sign here over. 5 2s are 10. 10 plus 4 is 14. 14 by 5. Now I need to see whether there is a possibility of crossing out the numbers. So this and this, if you see, there is no possibility. If you see these two numbers, there is no possibility. But if you see cross, yes, I can. 7 1s are 7 twos are. But here I can't do anything, so I'm going to leave it as it is. So 24 into 2, 1 into 5. So 24 into 2 is 48, 1 into 5 is 5. Now if you see, it is in improper form, so I'm going to convert it into mixed form. So that is equal to 5. So 5 9s are 45 plus 3. So 5 9s are 45, 45 plus 3 is 48. So 48 by 5. So this is your final answer. So let's see one story sums from multiplication. I'm going to read out the question. The question says the cost of 1 kg sweets is rupees 51 by 2. That is 50 and half. 1 by 2 means half, right? What is the cost of 2 1 by 2 kg sweets? 2 1 by 2 means 2 and a half. So let's write the statement. As you all know, the statements are very important for the story sums. So cost of 1 kg sweets is equal to 51 by 2, right? Therefore, cost of kg of sweets is equal to how much? So how are we going to find? So it is multiplication, right? I always tell you, whenever they give you the value of 1 and they ask you the value of many, we are supposed to do multiplication. So I am going to multiply 51 by 2 into 2 1 by 2. So both the numbers are in mixed form, so I am going to convert them into improper fraction. 50 into 2 is 100, 100 plus 1 is 101. 2 2s are 4, 4 plus 1 is 5. Correct? So now what I have to do, is there any possibilities of crossing out? No. So I am going to just multiply 505 upon 4. So if you divide, so if you see, you get a remainder, that is 4, 26 1 by 4 rupees. So your answer is 126 1 by 4. The cost of 2.5 kg of sweets is 126 rupees 1 by 4. Properties of multiplication of fraction. The first property, you all know the properties of multiplication, right? Any number multiplied by 0 is 0. The same applies here. Any fraction multiplied by 0 is 0. So that will be the first property. Any fraction multiplied by 0 will be 0. The second is any fraction multiplied by 1 will be the fraction itself. Again, the same property what we have done in the normal number. So any fraction multiplied by 1 will be the fraction itself. For example, if you say like 1 by 3 into 1 is equal to 1 by 3. And as I told you here, 1 by 3 into 0 will be 0. So any fraction multiplied by 0 will be 0 and any fraction multiplied by 1 will be the fraction itself. The third property says that if there are two or more fractions, you can change the order of the fraction but the answer will remain the same. If you remember what we have done when we learned multiplication chapter in grade 4, we learned a property that if the order of the numbers are changed, the product does not change, right? Right? If we change the order of the numbers, the product remains the same. The same goes here. Suppose if I am writing 1 by 3 into 1 by 4 is equal to 1 by 12, right? But if I write 1 by 4 into 1 by 3 is also equal to 1 by 12. So changing the order of the fraction will not change the product. Okay, so the fourth property of multiplication of fraction is, suppose if you see there are 3 fractions, out of 3 I have grouped 2. So changing the group or you changing the grouping doesn't change the product remains the same. Suppose if you see I have written 1 by 2 into 1 by 3 multiplied by 2 by 4. I can also change the group. I can write 1 by 2 into 2 by 4 into 1 by 3. So changing the order of the fraction doesn't affect the product. So these are the 4 properties of multiplication of fraction. I'll just do a small recap. The first property is any fraction multiplied by 0 will be 0. Any fraction multiplied by 1 will be the fraction itself. The third says changing the order of the fraction will not change the product. That means the product remains the same. The fourth property says that when you change the grouping, again the product remains the same. The product will not change.